Step 6, organize how you buy products. Where can you buy products for resale? There's a number of different ways to do this, and people ask me all the time, where do I get product? First and foremost, what I like is liquidators. You can order from liquidation outlets, sourcing pallets, truckloads, sometimes even individual items of products. Typically, these are retail returns, discontinued items, seasonal items, outdated packaging, or no sells. There's a number of different liquidators out there, so check Google, find different corporate liquidators in your area, because you want to make sure that they are in your area to reduce your freight costs. So if you want to buy a pallet in California and you live in New York City, you're going to pay thousands of dollars to ship it out there. So make sure that you are finding local-based companies that have distribution centers near you, because you don't want to ship a semi across the country unless it's gold, and you're going to cover your costs of shipping quite easily. So check out different sources of corporate retail returns. Corporate retail returns in the United States were over 800 billion with a B last year. There's tons of this stuff out there. So you're never going to run out, and you're never going to not have access to this. You just have to find a channel that works for you. You can buy tons of new products for much less than you could believe. It's semi-trucks sometimes of just products that they don't want anymore. They discontinued it, packaging changes, wrong place, wrong time. There's no rhyme or reason to it, and there's a lot of wealth out there to share. So these huge giant corporations, if they can't sell it in the store, they write it off, they kick it out, lands in your lap. Now you have a chance to turn around and sell it for some decent profits. It beats buying wholesale and selling retail 9 times out of 10. The catch with some of these companies, they may require wire transfers to buy a semi-truck worth of merchandise. So make sure that you're ready to do that if you're looking for semi-trucks. Plus, you need to be ready for a semi-truck, right? Do you have a loading dock, forklift, pallet jack? You're going to need some or all of that to get this stuff off of a semi-truck in a timely fashion. A driver is going to pull up and expect you to get it out as soon as possible. Sometimes they'll unload it, pretty rare, but be ready for it when you make the order, because a semi-truck can hold up upwards of 24 different pallets, and that's kind of a big exercise when it gets there, so be ready for that. Consigners. Consigners are something that are, it's old adage to auctioneers. So having other people's products to sell and taking a commission split on it is what consigning is. So you can reach out, you can deal with people that have a lot of products to sell right off the bat. Typically consignment fees are anywhere from a 70-30 split, 70% to the person with the product, 30% to the person selling the product, 80-20. Really, that's at your discretion to decide what will work best for you. But talk about a great way to make money without any outlying investment. You set up these platforms, you're ready to roll, you're the expert. Now all of a sudden, you can sell products for anybody and take a consignment split. How sweet is that? Now all of a sudden, you're in control of your business's destiny. And this is how most auctioneers grew in the United States. So it's a really sweet deal. If cash is tight, you can always employ consignment at the time when cash is slow, and build up from there to buying your own products to get back in the high life again, if you will. Make sure that you find good partners in consignment. You can't cash out immediately, right? The auction ends, you need a couple days to settle your books, then get the consignor back their check. So make sure that you are having good communication up front and really explaining how the process would work to someone that you're going to consign merchandise with. Wholesalers, this is how most people out there are doing e-commerce. Buy low, sell high, that's the name of the game, right? So you want to get out there, find different wholesalers that are selling products that are a good fit for Amazon, Walmart, eBay, wherever you want to sell the products. Make sure that they're going to sell. I can't guarantee anything that, but you can look into rankings. You can look into the popularity of the products. You can see if it's something that would you buy, right? And so think through all of these things before you go out and buy a whole bunch of one product. You could get stuck with 1,000 pairs of roller skates, for example, and not know how to sell those. So don't get stuck in that. Just because the price is right doesn't mean that the product is right. So Ensure you're tracking your selling price minus your cost, minus the commission of the e-commerce platform, minus shipping, and minus any handling costs. So this will help you to build a profitability code, if you will, that's going to allow you to keep track of things as you go. Researching sales velocity of these products on Amazon by checking the sales ranking is solid. It's a beautiful thing to be able to look that up. The lower the ranking, the faster the item will sell. Buy smart. You make money when you buy right, not when you sell. So a good rule of thumb in purchasing liquidations is staying under 20% of retail or MSRP. Can't always be done, but a good starting point. This should ensure there's enough profit in these products to cover the cost of the purchase and provide profits in all of your efforts of going through listing these products. Drop shipping. Drop shipping is another powerful tool that is kind of like consigning. You don't really have to outlay a bunch of money. It's other people's products you're selling. There's a lot of rules to this, and we're not going to dive into the expert level on how to do this, but drop shipped items have different measures to ensure profitability, similar to the wholesaler. So find out the selling price of the item, the cost of the item, shipping costs, and handling costs, such as picking and packing, and then you'll end up with a profit margin you can go from. If you can make money after running this calculation, then you might try to sell these items in your sales funnel. Remember, ranking and sales velocity really power how quickly the item sells, so be mindful of this as you set these items up in your e-commerce stores. Make sure you're keen on the process and the policies, terms and conditions of the e-commerce platform you're selling on. You can't just drop ship willy-nilly without knowing what the rules are. You'll get kicked off the site. They have very strict rules of what you must follow to not confuse or mislead the customers that are purchasing from you. So educate yourself on drop shipping processes through Amazon, Walmart, and eBay to make sure you're staying on top of things. So not knowing what the platform requires is not a good excuse, and you will get shut down quickly.